What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion that we do every Monday to Friday. So today is the second day of trading week. As you know that this is the NFP week, very important 2 weeks. This is the first session. Let's see how the market is doing. We will be looking at one by one all of them, what we are trading as well as what you are trading together. So before I begin starting of this session, give a big thumbs up and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel yet, and also don't hesitate to ask any question using the live chat. So I will be looking at first of all gold. As you can see, gold has a breakdown as expected in the weekly forex forecast. Gold just had a test of the weekly 20 EMA after the previous weekly close as a bearish candle. We see that gold has a rejection. Now with that rejection, what we can expect gold to continue to drop. Now we see that gold is currently breaking an important level of support. Already we have seen the daily support is broken, tested, form and doji. Now the gold is dropping down. So let's look at multi-time frame analysis on gold to see where we can find entry opportunity for our next move on gold. Now if I look at the monthly, first of all, as you know that I always look at the bigger picture first to see the general direction, and then looking at the lower time frame for an entry opportunity. Now we can see that gold from the monthly perspective, this is the resistance line, and we saw that gold has created all-time high, this liquidity zone, and from that level we have seen that gold in fact has broken previous monthly low. Now break of this previous monthly low, we saw that gold in fact started to drop, and what I think that gold may continue to drop towards the downside to create a new lower low. Now if you look at overall picture, why did I predicted gold that way is because you know that there is, when the price trigger all-time high, highly likely that the price will break the low and create a new lower low. So with that respect, what we can expect on gold for the price to continue to drop, as we see that there is no significant level of support in that zone, we can expect gold to continue to drop. Now if we look at the weekly, we can see that price action previous week, the price has formed this bearish candle that has a long wick at the top and bottom, which is a middleman. As you know that according to the definition of middleman, it is a middleman, and we can see that the price has in fact broken out of this structure, and we can expect now the price to continue to drop in the direction, as we see that gold already has come to a no man's land where there was only a green candle to the upside and there is no significant level of support here. I think that gold may continue to drop even to break this weekly support level where there is a weakless candle from the weekly perspective. So I'm waiting for a further drop on gold from the higher time frame. Now if we look at daily, we can see that, as I mentioned yesterday guys, that you know this is the last day of trading week. There was a long week candle has created. Now with that long week candle, what we have seen that gold in fact tested this previous support turn resistance here. Now with that support turn resistance, gold in fact has formed a long week candle. It is a form of rejection, and we saw that yesterday we saw a doji has been created, which is a deceleration. Now as a result, today after a little pullback to the upside, we can see that gold is continuing to the downside. Let's see how we can, already we see a strong drop so far, you know, starting of the day. Now let's see where we can find trading opportunity. Now this is the 4-hour candle on gold. Now with that 4-hour candle, we saw that the price is forming series of lower high, and we saw that the price already has broken this local level of support. This is the local support here, and we saw that with that local support break, gold currently this candle is closing 23 minutes later, and we see that the market has broken the support, and we can expect the price to break and close back below. As soon as we will find and we will enter a trade. Now what I think that gold, as you can see, it is closing as a bearish candle. We can expect a retest of this level of this support here as a resistance, and then we can expect a drop on gold. Now from the further lower time frame, on the 1 hour chart, we can see that there was a strong drop, doji. This 1 hour candle also a bearish price action. So with that respect, I will be looking even further lower time frame on the 5 minutes time frame to see where we can find entry opportunity. Now from the 5 minutes, we can see that gold is forming typical bearish market structure. As you have seen with this consolidation, gold has a massive drop, correction, there's support here as a resistance, and from that level we can see that gold has another drop. What I think that the price might go up again for a deeper pullback, and then we can expect a rejection towards the downside again. So 4 hour candle is closing as a bearish with a long wick candle at the bottom, can give us potential opportunity for further drops. So we'll keep eye on this market on the 15 minutes as well as on the 5 minutes time frame. I think these are the two time frame that could give us potential trading opportunity on gold. So let's see how it does. I think 15 minutes, as you can see, this 15 minutes candle is closing 6 minutes later, which in fact forming typical bearish price action. We saw there is a structure here, clean breakdown, and then a structure, liquidity grab, another impulse. So back to back two impulse has created on the 15 minutes. I will wait for a bit more drop, a bit more pullback to the upside on the lower time frame. Then we can look for potential selling opportunity on gold on the liquidity grab. Let me know guys which one you are up to, then we can trade together. Jerk coach, can you please look at Usdjpy multi-time frame analysis as you missed in the weekly? Yeah, we'll be looking at that, absolutely. Hello, good morning coach, thank you. Saeed Faisal, good goal please. Yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at that. Eddie, hello, good day sir, could you do a review on GBP and ZD? Yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at that. Sure. Euro USD, yep. So basically, you know that gold, euro dollar, DXY, GBP USD, all those instruments normally follow a pattern. So we see that if gold is downside, we might see AUD USD, euro dollar, GBP USD all downside. That means that DXY might be getting stronger. Now I will be looking at first of all DXY guys to see in fact what it is doing, as there is a monthly candle close coming up, and we could see that from the monthly perspective DXY is aggressively bullish. Okay, so we have seen DXY in the previously, this is a very important level of support on DXY. Now with that support, we saw the market is creating series of higher low along this area, and we have seen with this current monthly candle DXY has broken towards the upside. Now with that breakout, what I think that DXY may continue to rise in that direction. There is a high probability because you know that from the historical perspective DXY is a bull market, an impulse correction, and we have seen the price in fact has crossed the previous swing low, which is a very important thing to look at. When you see that when a trending market, this is what I say that guys, they said that buy from higher high, sell from the lower low. I say that buy from local breakdown, sell from the local breakdown. This is what I say. You can see that when you see a market is creating a trend, creating series of higher high, higher low, which is a bullish market structure. Now with that bullish market structure, when a market creates series of higher high and higher low, which is a bullish market structure, and in a bullish market structure, I love to trade when the market breaks the local structure. Now what is a local structure? I do quite a few videos on YouTube. I will be releasing also this week guys for all of you for free on YouTube how to day trade, where I'll be discussing more on that. I know that day trading is a dream for many trader. It was a dream for me as well. There was a time when I was thinking about day trading every single day. So if you dream to be a day trader, keep eye on the channel. This weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I'll be releasing a very important video on day trading where I will be explaining everything in detail, how to become a day trader from A to Z. If you are beginning out as a trader or if you are an advanced trader, it's a must watch video for all of you. So to do that, make sure that you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out. Press that bell button. During the London and New York session, I will be premiering and I will be watching with you guys. So I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds now. Everyone have time to do the like and also give the subscription. Smash the like button and also subscribe and press that bell button so that you don't miss out that content that I'm releasing. Did you do that? Awesome. So with that said, DXY has broken this swing low, and you can see that local breakdown has given a huge strength on DXY. Now with that breakout, what we can expect now, DXY to continue to rise in that direction. I think that this market may continue to rise to the upside, and even we can expect it to go for the time being. At least we can expect to reach the previous swing high. So this is the monthly. Now if you look at the weekly time frame on DXY, we can see that from the weekly perspective that this is a weekly price action which is that is following the script. There was a weekly breakout with this back-to-back 3 candles together, form a trend line, grab liquidity, and then has created this move followed by a middleman. Now with that middleman formation, we saw that in fact DXY has created this bullish move followed by another bullish candle. Now we saw that there is another weekly bullish candle, and we can expect the price to continue to rise from the weekly perspective. So if we look at the daily, you can see there's a gap opening today after this daily trend. Now you can see that this is the daily trend. There was a consolidation here, double bottom. The price has broken out, corrected, again another impulse correction, another impulse correction. So the price is forming series of higher high and higher low, which is a typical uptrending market structure on DXY. Now with that uptrend, what we can expect now, the price to pull back and then continue to rise. So from the intraday perspective, we see a bit more clearer price action on DXY. We see that from this this is a double bottom here on DXY previous session, which in fact you can see that it has crossed this previous candle's low here and then has formed this strong bullish price action. This is a typical bullish price action on DXY, which I think that the market continue to rise, and this is what also expected. You see that the market has crossed this 20 EMA and then has broken towards the upside. I think that this market will continue to rise. Now with that DXY increase or rising up or bullish move, now we can predict some other market very accurately. Gold, as you know, that inversely related to DXY, could continue to drop, and then we have AUD USD, Euro dollar, GBP USD, they are likely to drop, and the dollar CAD, another instrument which is dollar pair in the beginning, should be rising, including dollar yen. So now let's look at other instrument. Let me know guys which one you are at. Morning, thank you very much. Hello sir. Dollar yen, yeah, absolutely. Gold is showing divergence in RSI 4 hour, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Could you look at Euro AUD? Yeah, I'll be looking at that. Thank you. Good morning to hello sir. Dollar yen, yeah, absolutely. Gold is showing divergence in 4 hour RSI. Okay, we'll be looking at that. I'm looking, okay, we'll be looking, is it possible that gold falls below the weekly trend line, break it and goes back up? Is it possible that gold falls below the weekly trend line, break it up and goes back up? Lee, I will be looking at that. Let's see, anything can be possible, but we'll look at the high probability what might happen. Okay, so rate hike by Fed, yeah, this is a fundamental. We will be discussing that. Gbpusd, you will be looking at that Gbpusd. Let me see, DXY forming head and shoulder on the monthly. Yeah, I'll be looking at that. Yep, we'll be looking at that. Post NASDAQ. Yeah, in the meantime guys, if you are looking for a regulated broker, there's a link for EverTrade given on the live chat, and also there is a link in the description area. You can join EverTrade by clicking the link, register for free, and then start trading with a minimum capital. So EverTrade is our recommended broker. I would recommend you to use a regulated broker, so your capital will be in the safe hands. So use that link to register for free and then join EverTrade. This is how you got a regulated broker with no commission, as well as you are also helping Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So let's look at now, going back to gold, we see that this massive drop happening on gold. Now if we look at this, this is the 15-minute chart on gold. Now we see, you can see that once the candle is closing coming, we see the market in fact trending aggressively. 1 hour as well, the price almost below the support level. I normally don't jump on a trade when there is a breakout. It comes to the trading psychology, being patient as a trader, because most retail traders lose account money. We think that, okay, maybe they are losing account money because they don't have a strategy, they don't know the strategy, they don't know technical analysis. Look, every strategy works, okay? Just efficiency of the strategy. The key points here is to have a sound trading psychology, okay? To know exactly how the market moves and then be patient with it, okay? If you understand, if I tell you without looking at your trading account, even I know that you'll see that most of the time, in my own experience also, I have seen that most of the time we close a trade, okay, before it reach its full potential. See, I'll tell you something where it will blow your mind. Let's say you have a trading account, okay, in your mobile phone. You have an app where let's say you are trading, okay? Now if I give you a trading account and there are two buttons, right? One is to open the trade, the other one is to close the trade, okay? One is to open, the other is to close the trade, right? Now if I disable your button to close the trade, you only can open the trade, and I limit your account to be 1% risk in a single trade. If you just keep trading with 1% risk with any kind of strategy, and if I disable that button, that take profit button, at the end of the year you'll see that your account is double, triple or quadruple. This is the secret, okay? Aim for a big win when the market is going in your direction. That's why we keep high risk to reward ratio in our trade, so that if any trade doesn't work out well, we cover that loss from bigger win, okay? This is the goal of every traders, okay? This is the key that I think that everyone needs to know. So bigger win is a very, very important to remain consistently profitable trader. Now trade management is very important. That's why I post every update that I'm doing, when to close, when not to close, in the VIP Telegram channel who are trading with us. So if you want to be part of that, also if you want to learn our strategies and also trade with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, I will invite you to join us. There's a link in the description area, and also there's a link at the top of the chat, website address. Click the link and then join Forex Trading User Academy to learn to grow as a trader. So let's begin with other instrument, how they are doing. In the meantime, let me know. Please, thanks for Savio, thanks, no problems. Please go to NZDJPY. Yeah, we'll be looking at NZDJPY now. Okay, so if we look at NZDJPY, looking at the monthly perspective on NZDJPY now, this market is also bullish market. I think that NZDJPY coming in a zone where we could see potential bullish move again before the monthly close. Now, you know that NZDJPY, if you look at this overall market structure on NZDJPY, we can see that this market starting with this impulse correction. This is a long-term bullish market, no doubt about it. Every time the price is creating series of higher high and also higher low in that area. Now with that series of higher high and higher low, NZDJPY forming typical bullish market structure. Now this is the monthly candle, as you can see on NZDJPY. Now with that monthly candle, we can see that there's a long wick has been created here. Now with that long wick creation on NZDJPY, we see this candle so far almost coming to a monthly opening and closing, which is a very important level of support here on NZDJPY. Now if we look at the weekly time frame, we can see that from the weekly perspective, NZDJPY is forming also bullish price action. We can see there is a consolidation along this area and the price has broken out, corrected. We can expect another break to the upside on NZDJPY. Now we can see that this market on the weekly, as you can see, creating series of higher low along this area, and what I'm expecting on NZDJPY to come down for a deeper pullback and then to continue to rise again. Now from the weekly, this is the second day of the week, we saw there is a red candle. I think we have drawn this monthly support level. I think that NZDJPY may drop further, okay, which is highly likely to happen. Now after dropping down, this is strong bullish candle on NZDJPY from the weekly, and we can see that this support is quite significant on NZDJPY. Now with that support level, what I think that if the price managed to come to this zone, this is a high liquidity area, I will definitely go long on NZDJPY from the weekly. Now if we look at the daily, what we see that from the daily perspective, there is a massive drop, consolidation. We can expect further downside for a pullback from the daily, and then we can expect this bullish move. So what I think that NZDJPY, we could see that this market is coming down further for a deeper pullback, and then we can expect the price to continue to rise in that direction. So from a lower time frame perspective on the 4 hour, we can see that NZDJPY, this is a massive drop, correction drop. So the price was consolidating along this area. Now with that consolidation, what I see that NZDJPY, there is a double top here as well on the 4 hour. Okay, so with the double top formation, NZDJPY is forming typical bearish market structure. So I think that NZDJPY might be coming down, and for me, because it's a long-term bullish market, in that area I will not be a seller, because we see that locally it is forming bearish price action. But I think that if we look at the daily, the market is coming to an important level, and I think very soon we could see that on the monthly close, we might see that NZDJPY is forming again bullish price action. So for me at this point, we might see either sideway or downside. because you can see there is a double top here. Now it will really depend on what time frame you are trading is also important, because you know time frame is key. Let's say if you are trading on the 5 minutes or 15 minutes time frame, which is very different from if you are trading on the daily or 4 hours, which is very important. So with that said, what we can see that Usdjpy, this is a this is a double top here, and the price dropped, corrected. We can expect the price to continue to drop in that direction on Usdjpy. So let's see how it is doing from the bigger picture perspective. We'll be waiting for a bullish setup after coming here. Okay guys, so let me know in the chat. We see the dollar yen has a bounce again from the 20 EMA. Okay, this is the power of trading with the trend. Now you can see the dollar yen, whenever the price is coming to the support level. Now you can see this is our TF strategy indicator. Okay, now this TF indicator is available for all the students who are trading with us, and I recommend you to use only the market is clearly trending. And as you can see the power of this TF indicator. Now this is one of my favorite trading strategy, TF strategy, because whenever the price come to that zone where I want to trade, the price shows a clear direction. Now TF is, trend following is a secret to be incredibly profitable trader. Now as a profitable trader, I use trend following strategy is one of my favorite trading strategies that I use day in and day out. And as you can see, this 2 trade alert that you can see is in fact based on my TF strategy. Now if you are our lifetime member, you should be able to access this indicator. Let us know in the when there will be a Q&A session. Let me know if you still couldn't access that TF indicator from your student dashboard. If you're a lifetime member, and if you are not, then I will invite you to join us. There's a link in the top of the chat, and also there is a link in the description area. You can visit us, join us to learn our strategies, and also to trade with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy to be an independent, professional, profitable trader. So let's begin with now on dollar yen. Let's see how it. Now as you can see, dollar yen has crossed this 20 EMA and then formed this pin bar and then rejected towards the upside. Now if we look at the daily on dollar yen, we can see that from the daily the price has crossed the previous daily low. There was a low volume yesterday, and we saw the price has just crossed that low, and then again we see the market is breaking towards the upside. And I think that as I mentioned, that dollar yen is in all the instrument, I see that dollar yen is the most volatile at the moment. There is a reason behind it. Yen is weaker, dollar is stronger. Always marry young, what I can say, weaker currency with a stronger currency. This is always expected, and then you'll see the market moves a very good movement. And we are developing a currency strength meter, a very advanced one, will be available for all the members in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Stay tuned with that. It will be a very different currency strength meter than the traditional one, so that you guys know exactly how the currency pairs relating to each other. So if we look at the monthly on dollar yen, we see that this is a strongly bull market, and there is only 1.5 day remaining for the monthly on dollar yen, and we can expect the price to continue to rise. Now if we look at the weekly on dollar yen, we can see that from the weekly perspective, this is also a bullish market, a very strongly bull market, and we can expect the price to continue to rise. Now if we look at the daily, we can see that from the daily perspective, this dollar yen has formed a double bottom in that area. Now with that double bottom formation, we have seen a massive movement followed by a narrow correction. We can expect another move on dollar yen now, which is we see the market started its another move. This is the daily candle, and I think that on the monthly close we could be we should be able to see that bigger drop on dollar yen. And if we look at this lower time frame to see how the market is doing, we already have seen the price has grabbed liquidity here, breaking this doji's low, and the price has immediately broken towards the upside. And this is the candle that is moving. What I think that before London session we might see the dollar yen coming down for a deeper pullback, and then we can expect dollar yen to continue to rise in that direction. So this is where I will be waiting for a potential trading setup on dollar yen. As you can see, this is the resistance here, which is turning support here, and from that zone we can expect dollar yen to continue to rise in that direction. So let's see how it does, guys. Make sure that you stay tuned. Any trade coming along, definitely I will be posting on the VIP Telegram channel. Also I will be give it to the students who are trading with us. So Gbpusd CHF, let's see what it is doing. We are on a trade. We might see how it is doing. We might need to do some modification from the daily. What I see that Gbpusd CHF has in fact creating a series of lower high. The price is going up for a pullback. What I think that Gbpusd CHF still, I think we might see that downside. Now if we look at the week, first of all I will be looking at the monthly. Now from the monthly perspective, we see that this market is in fact a long-term bearish market. Now if we look at the overall picture on the monthly, this is the resistance line on Gbpusd CHF. The market has grabbed liquidity from that level and created this long doji, followed by we have seen that Gbpusd CHF has formed another bearish candle. Now with that monthly candle, and as you can see, this is a historically long-term downtrending market. I think that Gbpusd CHF may remain bearish. And if we look at the weekly, we can see the market is forming series of lower high along this back-to-back two weekly dojis, and the price, once the market open, form that drop. Now if we look at the daily on Gbpusd CHF, we can see that from the daily perspective, there's a daily doji created a lower high along this area. Now with that lower high creation, we can see that Gbpusd CHF currently from the daily is forming slowly a pullback to the upside. Now from the further lower time frame, we can see the market is forming, this is where we see a little bit of different price action than from the bigger picture. So let's see, we might close out that trade, because if we see that it's not showing enough strength, then we will be closing out the trade even near the entry. Let's see how it does. I'll be updating those who are trading with us. We still have a move to go to the upside. So let's see how it does. I'll be posting update. Now going back to the gold, guys, as you can see, there's a candle close on gold, and let me see what others are doing. If you look at the US30, NASDAQ, and if we look at gold, because they all close the candle together, NASDAQ, US30, gold. Okay, if we look at gold, this is a long bearish candle has closed. The way the candle closed, for me, it's a very strongly bearish market. Let me see AUD USD. We saw that there we put a pending order on AUD USD. AUD USD, I placed a pending order here on this one here. I think that's a different one. Yeah, so we placed a pending order on AUD USD at 0.65. Let me see. So AUD USD, we placed a pending order at 0.65233. Okay, this is the zone that we have posted. I put a pending order on AUD USD, and what I have seen that the market in that zone why did I place this pending order? I'm expecting it to go ahead and trigger the trade. Now a couple of things I will be explaining why I'm going short on AUD USD. Let me tell you, first of all, if I look at the monthly on AUD USD, this is the monthly candle which is closing in just 1.5 days. Now from the monthly we can see that AUD USD, this is the resistance line, and we saw that multiple times back to back 3 months AUD USD grab liquidity from the resistance. Now liquidity is the key, as you know that I always talk about the liquidity, because liquidity is very powerful, very important, that I think that every trader should know about it. So from the monthly we can see that AUD USD created a higher high every time, and crossing this high, grab the liquidity, and then we saw that AUD USD has a rejection. Now if we look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective there is a long bearish candle from the weekly, which is a typical bearish price action. And this is where directional bias comes in place, looking at the direction of the trend, and trend is your friend until it, as long as we are trading, that I said, you can detect the trend here on AUD USD or any instrument from bigger picture. It's a typical downtrend. Now we saw that previous week the price has crossed this support level completely. Now with that cross of this support on AUD USD, the price has closed back below, and we see that with that break AUD USD currently below this level, okay, which is a very important level. If we look at the daily, now this is where I see that AUD USD possible downside, because from the daily we can see AUD USD showing a very strong bearish price action so far. As there is a news coming tomorrow on AUD USD, we might see that this pair is getting very volatile. If you look at this price action and market, there is a movement correction. So the price is forming series of lower high and lower low. This is a typical downtrending market structure. Now today we have seen that so far the price has crossed all these level of resistance zone and then grabbed the liquidity, and we have seen the price has formed this long bearish candle on the daily. So far it's not closed, but looks like that AUD USD might be coming down. Now from the intraday perspective, from 4 hour we can see that AUD USD, this is where I decided to place the pending order. Is still not triggered, but I'm expecting it to trigger. Now if I turn on the TF strategy indicator, I see that there's only one sell alert according to my TF strategy. Now for those who are our member, you can access that indicator. As I mentioned, if you are our lifetime member, then you can access it from your student dashboard. Let us know if you still didn't get access. Now TF strategy indicator is basically my TF strategy translated into a Pine script to give me a quick alert on where the market is heading. Now you can see that AUD USD multiple times grab liquidity. If I turn on my liquidity indicator, I see the same trade alert. Now liquidity indicator will give me a bit more weight to the TF strategy indicator. Now the difference between the liquidity indicator and the TF indicator is that liquidity, when we see a trade satisfying our TF strategy, that is TF trend following strategy, but if we see that specific price action has a liquidity, it's an added bonus for high probability trade setup. Now with that respect, what I see that AUD USD is a high probability for a downside. Now we have 3-to-1 reward to risk on this one. So let's see how it goes. I just need to see that it triggered. because the reason I place a pending order could go by market, but I want to take a bit more risk to reward, because if you want to take risk to you need to see the risk to reward, you need to be a little bit of patient. But anyway, if we see the market is taking, not triggering, dropping down, along the way we might be entering in the right place. There's a lot of where we can do that. So let's see. Okay, so thanks for that. Dollar yen, yeah, absolutely lucky. Good morning, coach. Please kindly look at dollar yen. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Eddie, good day, sir. Can you look at GBP and ZD? Absolutely, we'll be looking at that. Aussie yen, what's your analysis? Monthly, weekly, and daily. We'll be looking at that. Dollar CAD, yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at that. So dollar yen, Aussie yen, RTG. How is that? I see that you only utilize 10 and 20 EMA. Do you ever see a need for the 200 EMA? Yeah, I used to use 200 EMA. On the 1 hour chart, I used to use 100 EMA. I use possibly all kinds of indicator. I use Bollinger Band, MACD, RSI, all of them, and all of them works, because trader use, right? The reason I use 10 and 20 EMA, because I don't believe in using an indicator blindly, because indicator will never give you the trade alert that is reliable if it is based on the indicator only. The reason I use 10 and 20 EMA is because I developed the strategy that is based on 10 and 20 EMA. Now, my strategy is not only based on 10 and 20 EMA. My strategy includes 3 secrets that I talk about: the market structure, liquidity, and price action. Plus, the strategy includes that indicator. There is a certain way the 10 and 20 EMA needs to rearrange to give us a trade alert based on the market structure and price action and the liquidity. This is how the strategy. There has to be a rules in a strategy. This is why I encourage you guys that to join, to learn the strategy, because there is a lot of way you can learn a strategy. You can do it by yourself. It takes a little bit of time. When a strategy works over time, back tested, proven strategy, it's a tool for you to use from probably a couple of back testing, watch, and then start using in a demo account or in a live account. That's how a strategy is helpful. So this is where this is why I use 10 and 20 EMA in my chart, and I do used to use, but the reason I'm not using is because my strategy is based on 10 and 20 EMA. Now if I keep other indicators, that might make me confused, because I don't have a strategy based on that moving averages. But if you have a strategy, that's completely fine. Bollinger Band, many other indicator is very well for trading as well. So yeah, that's the reason. Okay, thank you very much. Where you see next support for gold, M15 4 hour as well. Yeah, Jane will be looking at that. Aussie yen will be Mila. Good morning. How are you, Mila? I'm good. Thank you very much for that. Thank you, RTG. When you see next support on gold, M15 4 hour as well. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. So next support on gold, M15 and 4 hour. So let me first look at what's happening with current price action on gold. Now from the 15 minutes, what I see that there is there's a candle that is in fact bearish. We see that 5 minutes as well. Okay, so from 15 minutes, let me see, from 1 hour. This is the 1 hour chart. We saw that along with the 4 hour, 1 hour also closed. Let me see. If we look at the daily, this This is the daily chart. Let me see the bigger picture, guys. We see that from the weekly, the price just below the weekly low. From monthly, also very strongly bearish. From weekly, also strongly bearish. From the daily, we see that this is also a bearish market. From 4 hour, we can see that the market also showing bearish price action. Now let me see. Okay, so from 1 hour we can see that gold has formed typical bearish price action. And you know what, I think that for me, I want to be a little bit of patient to see, in fact, the price respecting these levels here. Okay, this is the support here, support here, support here, support here, turning resistance here, and then to reject on gold. Let me see from 15 minutes. Okay, we might see a bit more pullback from 30 minutes. 30 minutes looks like still bearish. So this market completely has broken down. Okay, so because it has completely broken down, so this is the 15-minute chart. I think that we might see, from the 15 minutes, let's see, I think we might see a little bit of pullback to the upside. Okay, so because gold below this support, let's see the bigger picture where we can expect gold to be heading. Now if we look at this one here, this is the previous resistance turn support here, and looking at the monthly, weekly and daily, let's see. Okay, I want to see that the market tested this level here. Okay, this support, term resistance, this support, term resistance, and then we can expect that the price to drop in that direction. So let me see. So from 5 minutes we can see that the market is okay. So let me see, the price is the bottom, you know, on the bottom there is a breakout, and you know, I want to see the market again has gone up to test this level a bit more upside, then we can look for potential selling opportunity. This 1 hour candle is crucial how it is doing. We even could see drop from here as well if the momentum is very stronger. It will really determine how the price action is doing in that area. So lower time frame price action is crucial, especially on the 5 minutes. Let's see how it does. If we see the price grabbed enough liquidity from the resistance, we can look for trading opportunity on gold even in this lower time frame. Okay guys, dollar CAD, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, will build Gbpusd. Okay, favor, thank you very much. For our gold top, for our gold on top week, should you wait for the rest, retest, and when then sell? Yeah, I will be waiting for a little bit of retest which is needed, how the price is, you know, reacting to that level, which is very important. Good morning, thank you. How to recognize, good morning Yado, thank you. How to recognize 10 pip trade on daily chart? Very good question. We'll be discussing, you know, pip is very important. 10 pip trade in a daily chart I'll be discussing. Okay, also we'll be releasing some videos on this. You know, securing some pip every day really help us to, you know, to gain consistent profit. You know, pip is in fact pays our bills, isn't it? So if you know how to secure them, it becomes much easier. We'll discuss that. Coach, where AUD USD took entry. AUD USD, let me see, didn't trigger yet, it's near there. Good morning Dins, thank you very much for being here. Favor, yeah, absolutely. How, coach, where AUD USD took entry? So AUD USD, let me see. Now AUD USD, my entry point is at 0.652225. I'm expecting it to go up and test this level before and then to give me an entry. Let's see how it does. Good morning, thank you. Morning, thanks for your daily analysis. Please GBP and ZD. Yeah, I'll be looking at, you know, some of them GBP pairs. Let's look at GBP USD first. Now GBP USD looks very strongly bearish. Now with this dodgy like AUD USD, GBP USD has dropped more than any other pairs. We saw the weakness in GBP USD, and we see that according to our TF strategy, back to sell alert here on GBP USD. Now this dodgy is a very strong bearish price action on GBP USD. Okay, now if you look at the daily on GBP USD, we can see that from the daily perspective, the price has crossed this daily resistance. Okay, now with that, you know, crossover of this resistance line on GBP USD, the price has broken this high, grabbed the liquidity, and then we saw the market slowly dropping down. Now this is the daily candle, and we can see that from the daily perspective, GBP USD is bearish. We saw that multiple times the price grabbed liquidity from here, a long bearish candle, and we saw there is another one bearish candle, and we saw every day the price is creating series of lower high and lower low. Now if we look at for the lower time frame from the 4 hour, we can see that GBP USD is in fact this price action that what we see on. Okay guys, I will just take a 30-second break guys. I'm coming back to you, the 30-second break. Okay guys, so what we see that on Gbpusd, the kids, it's disturbing me now today. Okay, so we see that Gbpusd on the 4-hour perspective, we saw the price has crossed this high, grab the liquidity and form this doji. Now with that doji formation, what we have seen that Gbpusd has broken this level here. Now with that breakdown, what we have seen, Gbpusd currently forming this typical bearish price action. Now what we can see that here on Gbpusd, the price has broken this support level. Now with that breakout, after grabbing liquidity from this level, what we have seen, Gbpusd now forming this long bearish candle. Now this is a strong breakdown from the support level. What we can expect on Gbpusd is for the price to break this low and to close back below. Now already you can see just in first 1.5 hour of this candle, there is a massive drop happen. This is a sign that there could be further drop. So during the lifetime of this candle, if we see the price has gone up for a deeper pullback, we can expect the price to continue to drop on, we'll be waiting for an entry on this one as well. Now what I saw that as we see AUD USD and euro dollar, Gbpusd, all of them bearish. So anyone giving us an entry, I will be entering first. And I might not double up the USD pairs, but I'll look for the one that will give the best option. Now dollar yen, in all of them, as I mentioned, the dollar yen is very strongly bullish, so I'll be looking to have dollar yen also in my list. As soon as I will find an entry, I'll look for entry on any of the USD pairs. We see USD CHF as well. So all the USD pairs looks dollar getting stronger. So with that strength in dollar yen and all of the dollar on the DXY, we can expect to go up. Now you can see that this AUD USD, this is a very important level of support here on AUD USD. The price has crossed all this high and then formed this long bearish candle on AUD USD. Now this is why I have entered this trade on Aussie dollar. You can see the price crossed that high. This is the neckline of this support here, turning resistance, and we can expect for AUD USD to give us potential selling opportunity. And this is where I have placed that a pending order, because this candle, you can see, has crossed previous swing high, back to back 2 dojis high, which is a very high liquidity. So now if you are not sure about the liquidity, let me know in the chat guys. I'll explain more on how to understand liquidity and what is a liquidity zone. So yeah, let's see gold again. We see that, yeah, this move is happening. We see gold is pushing to the upside, which I was expecting gold to go ahead and test this level. Now this 15 minutes candle is a bullish candle. Okay, this is a bullish candle. You can see the price has bounced from this level. From 5 minutes also you see the market forming this structure. I think with that move we might see some pullback to the upside, a stronger pullback. Okay, so let me see. So from the bigger picture on 4 hour on gold, the price is now going up to test this support as a resistance. Eurusd, no problems, son. No problems, thank you very much. So if we look at this gold, let me see. Any kind of movement towards the upside. So it is also possible for gold today again to go near the daily opening and closing, which is the 1943-44 level. And if gold managed to reach that zone, will be a very good place for a potential selling opportunity. I will wait for as much high as possible for gold to reach, especially in that area, because there is a liquidity. When the price normally breaks this kind of important level, okay, this support here, support here, support here, support here, along with this turning resistance, this is where there is always a high probability trade comes in place. So I want to see that gold traveled that zone, tested this level, and then breaking towards the downside. This is what it, because the price already made a move, and we can expect the price to go ahead and test this level again, and then we can look for potential trading opportunity on gold after reaching that zone. So from the 1 hour we can see the price is, the bulls are trying to push that price high, which is healthy, because after a breakout we want to see the retest. Once on the retest, we will see the price is failing to, because more often or not you see false breakout in the market rather than real breakout. So it is important that we see that the price has done exactly what we expected, then we can look for entry. Okay, so dollar yen, some of you ask for dollar yen. Let me see. Dollar yen, you can see, has come down, which is healthy. Let me see if there is any trade on dollar yen. On the 5 minutes there's a massive liquidity gap. What happened? There is any news came out on dollar yen? Why this is spike? This happens more often in market. Is there any news release? I'm online, so I couldn't look at why did this dollar yen has this spike, very aggressive spike. What's happened? Or just a liquidity grab, which is very common in a trending market. Price to grab liquidity. This is the 1 hour chart forming a doji. Yeah, so okay, so I think we are triggered on AUD USD. Let me see. Haven't triggered yet. Let me see. Euro dollar didn't do much. Gbpusd. Yeah, I think especially dollar yen has done a big spike. We might, because it started a spike, we might see further spike. Okay, there's sometimes manipulation happens. Now on GBP JPY also the same thing. We see that suddenly JPY got stronger. There must be something released. We see Euro AUD also. So Euro AUD also triggered here. Oh no, we didn't open Euro AUD. AUD USD, yeah, which we had a pending order. We'll keep that on. Let me see. So we'll be triggering very soon. Before the monthly close, always before the monthly and weekly close, there is always, there'll be some, volatility in the market, which is good. The market moves like that. There's always some manipulation, volatility will happen. Okay, now if we look at the monthly on gold, we can see the price came well below, and I think that this is a, from the gold you can see from the weekly the price has created this all-time low. Now it is going up for a pullback, and we could see with that pullback, if you look at the daily, we can see the price has, the price might go to the daily opening and closing, and that is where I will be waiting for potential trading opportunity. You can see this spike is needed. It's good for us. We'll look for an entry after going to the important area of value. Now from the 15 minutes we can see that the price is forming that, you see this doji here on the 15 minutes, guys, this green doji, and in this whole move there is only one green candle. Okay, very highly likely the price in that move might be breaking this doji's high, going to that zone, and then breaking towards the downside. So for me, I will wait for the price to reach that zone, that no man's land, and then to reject. Okay, so based on how the price action is doing, I will keep watching the price actions, guys, for the best trade possible coming in the market. And in the meantime, let me know how you are doing. Give a like, guys, and also subscribe to the channel for all the content that we are releasing this weekend. Also I'll be releasing about a video on to becoming a day trader, because I was thinking early today, I was thinking what is best for my subscribers, what they are looking for. And I remember my time when I started trading that, and I realized that actually everyone wants to be a day trader. So how to be a day trader, a complete lesson that I will give you this weekend on Saturday and Sunday, both London session time. Keep watching I'll be watching with you by premiering. So make sure that you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Press that bell button to stay tuned with that. And let me see in the meantime, currently USD and down, this seems, yeah, sometimes, you know, this is what is important, that sometimes the price will spike without BUJ Japan MOFPFS hold emergency meeting in yeah, there is something happening, so let it happen. Yeah, Eurusdjpy Y2. Coach, I enjoy your content always. Thank you, Hagai. You are always welcome, and I really appreciate everyone here supporting the channel, you know, being with that. And also I'm committed to give the best trading education possible for everyone here, to help every trader possible coming along the way. So gold, you know, this is the 1 hour candle closing in 15 minutes. The price has formed a higher low here, so I think that I want to see a bit more retest of this level, and I think on the 1 hour close we should be able to see this 5-minute chart. Let me see. This 5-minute chart is breaking this high, it's forming bearish, but this one I'll go short. This one could drop, okay, but for me in this market I will be really happy to sell if we see the market has tested this zone here. There is an imbalance, okay, so if the price feel that imbalance, this is where I'll be waiting for a sell. But along the way, if we see the market grab liquidity here multiple times preparing for a drop, yeah, definitely I will be looking for a short. Now gold is bearish at the moment. I'll not be buying if it is going for a spike, giving us in fact an opportunity for selling. And along the way, as soon as I will find any trading opportunity, I'll go short on gold, guys. And make sure that you stay tuned by subscribing and pressing the bell button. And also if you want to trade with us and also learn our strategies, you can join us. There is a link in the description area. There is another live coming up in New York and London session. So from this session, what we have found is that gold is bearish, going out for a pullback, retest, support is broken. I will wait for what I think that gold might come to test this. You see this green candle, this support term resistance, and this is where, if we on the lower time frame, I will be watching price action. Currently I'm watching, I'll keep watching. As soon as I will find entry, I will be opening a position, and also I'll send that same trade to students who are trading with us. So with that being said, guys, it was really enjoyable. I'll come on live again for next one, so you also stay tuned on that, and I'll see you again. Thank you, and don't hesitate to ask any question even in the live chat on the website. With that said, make sure you manage your risk, stay happy, well, and see you soon.